9 on YouTube. 0088 here. I'm here with my sisters, Kemi and Dara, and we've just seen Wonder Woman.
Yes. Good intro. Just
And it was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, that's what I'm going to say.
Incredible.
What did you guys think?
They do DC justice.
Let's talk about the good, the bad, and then round it up. Yeah, the ugly. Go on then. What do you guys think?
I thought the action was amazing.
Yeah, the action was out of this world.
Just the way it was filmed and the slow motion, you can actually see every move that they were doing, and I thought that them paying attention to that was a good idea.
Yeah.
I liked all the slow motion bits, like every single bit.
I liked some of it. I liked some of the slow motion bits, but yeah, when they did it and the good parts, it was really good. Like some of my favourite slow motion bits, like when the shield, I think they slowed that down a little bit. When she was holding the shield up,
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah,
bit.
power.
That bit was so sick. And the bit at the start where she's seen the bullet, 'cause that meant something. That was a storyline slow motion bit. It was like, what is this? And then it hit her, it hit someone she cared about, like one of her like Amazon colleagues, friends, and she realised, okay, I need to stop that, whatever that is, next time. And then later on, she stops it to save Steve Trevor's life, and you can tell that's where she learned to stop that. She was like, no, I need to stop that when I see that. Like, I'm not letting that happen again. Those bullets are dangerous. That was really cool. I like that slow motion moment. And all the slow motion bits when the Amazon women are fighting, those were just sick when they're on the horse. On the horse, those bits were amazing.
What I loved the most was that when they were fighting though, they didn't look so like, I don't know.
It looked very natural.
Yeah, it looked really natural. Just like the way, even when they were just like about to do the thing, they were just still like really graceful with it. And it was just like I don't know how to explain, but they weren't butched up or tried to make it look like, yeah, we're strong women.
They were still like elegant and feminine.
Yeah,
they were fighting but still feminine about it at the same time.
Just being them.
Exactly.
It was
Nothing
really
that felt like it was influenced, like
they're forcing it.
Yeah, that's what I really liked. I just can't stop thinking about the slow motion of it. It was just incredible. Slow
motion action scenes were all great. What I also loved about, on the same topic as forcing things, I loved how, like, Wonder Woman, Diana herself, she felt like she was new to the world and she was naive and she was learning. Like, they could have easily, like in this kind of political climate, they could have easily tried to make her like, I'm a strong woman, no, I can do this, I can do that.
It's weird, because if they did that, they would have no reason to do that.
Yeah.
She doesn't understand that concept really.
Yeah. She was just like naive and like curious about everything. It was cute and it was really funny sometimes. It made for some really good humorous moments. I can't even think what one of my favourite bits are.
What about the characters? Did you like all the characters?
Yeah, all the characters were good. One of my favourite characters was that guy. What was he, like Spanish or something? Or French? He said, I can't act because of my skin colour and that. People won't let me act. And like, he was so funny, man. He was naturally funny. I swear. Like, every time he speaks, he's just natural, just flowing off him. Like, the best line he had was like, wait, there's a whole island full of women? When can we go?
How do we get there?
How do we get there? Yeah, that's it.
He seemed proper genuine as well.
I think was that the biggest laugh in the cinema? I think so. It was one and then that lady on the trailer, the chubby lady, you know, the secretary. Like I thought she was gonna be really annoying and like over the top, like a Melissa McCarthy type thing, just a bit too much. But she was really like good in the film. She played her role well. She was funny. Like everything from the trailer was so much better in the film. You know, like like there was bits in the trailer where. Like, I was like, oh, that's a bit cheesy, oh, that's a bit lame. But then when you see it in the film, it's cool. I think I heard someone
coming out the film
Someone said that, yeah, as well.
It didn't do the film justice.
Yeah, the trailers didn't do the film justice.
Which is kind of good, because you don't want too much from the trailer, honestly.
And the amazing thing is, exactly, I thought it was really good, the trailer, when I first saw it.
And what are some of your favourite parts?
so funny. On the way home, we're like, oh my god, and then we're like, so the bit when she comes out the water, that's pretty cool.
What about the dive into the water? That looks sick.
That looked pretty good.
That was sick.
I love
seeing right now.
I know. I don't know what I was waiting. I remember
that's
seeing
what
that.
You remember.
I remember.
Still.
It was just sick. I don't know why. It just seemed really like scary.
No, when she was climbing up the wall, that was amazing.
Cool. When you like,
she realised how powerful she was. She can actually break into.
And the end fight. Oh shit! Are we doing spoilers? Might as well. I think it's out and everywhere now. So it's a spoiler review. Full review. Yeah. The end fight with Ares, I loved that because I don't know, that just seemed really kind of epic. Like usually in these first origin type films, the end fights are kind of
you're always like same old stuff.
And it ends like Iron Man 1, like when he fought Obadiah Stane. It was just so like not it was quick. Like, it was like you know, all origin films, the main villain fight always feels weak. Apart from I guess Man of Steel, that was long. But yeah, like this one felt really good.
Was very, very long.
Yeah. But this one was really cool. I loved Ares how he was, but there's obviously I've got problems with Ares as well. We'll go into that when we talk about the bad stuff. And one of the things I really loved about this was the story actually. Like, you know, how she comes from Themyscira and sees this man's world, and she's all like naive. She's trying to like, I don't know, she's trying to just fulfill this like typical comic book storyline. Oh, I must destroy Ares and end all war. He makes all war, but it's not that simple.
And it came across. They even made me sort of think like,
oh maybe Ares
calm down, just listen to this guy.
Yeah,
like, he knows how he's doing. But then her concept like of, well, no, we need to sort this out now. Like that's just like the good old days thoughts. Like we need to do this now and like not mess around. She went in and she did it and like.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything. Like it showed, like when she killed the fake Ares, it showed that oh wait, this isn't how you like this. Why isn't this solving everything? Why isn't killing this one guy that I hate solving everything? Yeah, it's not that simple. Like, she got so confused. I loved that bit.
It was really good.
And it was good. Like it made you think, oh, Steve Trevor's wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Ares is coming. Ares is coming. He did come, but not in the way we expected, which was a nice surprise and made elevated the film for me and the story of the film. So yeah, I loved that how it was about love in the end. Like love conquers all, but it wasn't cheesy. It was like it's true.
It's such a simple concept, but they
especially after what's happened recently, like
terrorism, like
and
all this horrible stuff.
I was thinking the exact same thing while I was watching it.
Like, it couldn't make much more sense. Like, we just love. Yeah. And honestly, none of this shit.
Like, all this eye for an eye doesn't work. Like, like, whether you attack these people and then they attack you back, and all innocent people have to suffer for it that have nothing to do with it. Like, eye for an eye doesn't work. But, like, it's love. Like, once you have to reach out and care about each other, you know. And that's it's cheesy, but they did it. They did it subtly, and they let you know what they think. And I loved that. That's what I loved about the storyline. That's what makes me really like the film. One of my favourite things about the film.
One of the best DC films. Like,
yeah, the one definitely. I think it's the best. In the new DC universe, it's the best. It's not. I don't think it's better than Dark Knight.
It's the best since Dark Knight.
It might be better than Rises. Certain things stop it from being better than Rises. For me, I'll go into that.
Rises?
Dark Knight Rises, the one with Bane.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's not topping Nolan, but it's better than all the DC films.
I don't know, because when I came out of Dark Knight Rises, I still was kind of speechless a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think that's all the stuff.
You're very excited to get to the bad stuff, man.
No, I don't want to get into the bad stuff yet because I liked the film more than I didn't like things, you know. So I don't want to just jump into the bad stuff yet because I was about to say Gal Gadot just is hot.
I think so as well. I have to admit.
Like she's so hot. Like when people were like, "Whoa!" like stunned by her when she came in and that, like it was you like, believe that. Right, you believe like what's this hot woman doing? Really nice and why is her hair like so done up like that at 19 whatever? Like how did she get her hair like that? Because I'm sure women probably couldn't get their hair that good back then. I don't know.
Unless you're rich.
Yeah, unless you're filthy rich. Like, she looks like literally like a goddess, like she was, you know.
Are you guys just thinking about her now? Like, shall we be too alone or?
Gal Gadot. No, she was always attractive, but somehow in that Wonder Woman outfit, wow.
She looks nice.
She looks way even better. The only thing though is a bit like when she's fighting, her hair's always just perfect. Like,
yeah.
It's a bit
She
like,
never gets dirty.
She never gets dirty.
Never ever gets dirty.
But I was thinking.
I was making the excuse of she's an Amazonian goddess.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's allowed to look like.
She's allowed to, her hair's always perfect when she's fighting. I remember she literally just had this big brawl, and then the next shot was her hair just perfect, like literally slow motion as well, like L'Oreal because she's worth it. I was like, come on, man, you've got to rough up a little bit.
Use?
I know, but yeah, like you said, I let it slide because she's Wonder Woman.
That's exactly
what you're supposed to do. You also wonder how she does
it. To be fair though, even in I know they hadn't had massive fights, but even in her home town or whatever you want.
They always look good.
Like they always look perfect.
Yeah, I guess that's just how maybe it's something about them, their dexterity, or I don't know how to call it, like the way they're made up, so it just makes them perfect like that.
Yeah.
And what do you, should we, before the video runs too long, should we get into the stuff we didn't like? Anything else you want to say? Well, we can just freestyle it after. We can freestyle it. We can go back and forth. But we're talking about stuff we don't like now. But we're going to probably say things we did like in the middle of it as well. And yeah, so what do you think, Kevin? What stuff didn't you really like?
I mean, I enjoy the film. It's only small things
like
nitpicks.
Yeah, just
like the nitpicks. Like some of the acting was a bit like.
Yeah, that's. Like, just to get it out of the way, the one thing that really disappointed me, like, made me feel bad, because I really, really like Gal Gadot. I felt like her acting was off in quite a few areas, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Like the emotional parts, she was just sort of like...
Yeah. It just seemed...
a bit too much, like, trying too hard to show emotion in this particular scene.
It just was a bit too... It felt a little forced.
Yeah, but I mean... If you're this far in the video, you should know there's spoilers. So spoiler alert: the point where Steve Trevor dies.
That's what spoiler. I don't know what it is, man.
I said it.
You said
I
said spoiler alert.
Damn.
The point when he dies, and then her reaction was like, it just seemed so. I was like, no.
I don't like that.
I tried to like it. I was forcing myself to like it. It was too much. I don't know how to explain it.
I tried to accept it because she was thinking, oh, Steve, and then it's just like, oh no, he's dead.
I was trying to get into it, but
maybe
then...
it was kind of acceptable the way she acted because she was thinking about him deeply.
I mean, there's another way she could have done it. I don't know. It just seemed...
But I know what you mean. It did seem a bit too much.
Yeah.
Just a bit too fake.
I don't know.
But she was really good in the comedy moments.
Some.
Yeah, like, not all of them, but some of them. Was it the boat one that you weren't feeling?
Yeah.
She was a bit awkward on the boat. Yeah, a little bit awkward on the boat.
Didn't seem
but when she was like trying on the dresses and that.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the sword and all that stuff, that was
Had a woman fighting this.
Yeah, she was really good.
Like,
she nailed all those parts. It's really weird because, like we said before, like in Fast and Furious and in Batman v Superman, she's really good in those. Yeah. She proved everybody wrong, and then now she's slightly.
It's only minimal things. Would you say?
I suppose it's just because she's the main character in this film, so it's more focused on her.
But I just feel like the bits that
it's very little. Yeah.
You just like
you can just brush them off. That's why the film's still.
I don't know because the emotional parts are supposed to be the bits that she's like there like.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna like chat shit. At the end of the day, I feel like if this was like a better, stronger actress in the role, it probably would have made the film a little bit more better than it is. You know, for certain emotional scenes, because the acting was a bit like really off sometimes, and I was noticing it. And I don't even notice things like that usually. Yeah. I don't notice bad acting unless it's like only people can really look and see bad acting. But this was almost obvious.
It's really good. The fight. I know some of it was like CGI, which we'll get on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was that one scene.
Yeah.
Where they were fighting in the centre, and it literally just a CGI.
So much
CGI Wonder Woman. I was like,
very lazy for that, and it was so.
I don't remember this.
It was so clear as well.
Yeah, so CGI.
So much.
The first thing that came to my mind is, why aren't they just using the stunt woman for this bit? Just use a stunt woman that can do that.
It
It wasn't even like she was doing anything mad.
She was just
You know when
spinning
they're
around with her
in the
lasso.
centre of the town when they were having that war and she was just fighting, spinning lassos, and then fighting loads of people. Like the camera was the camera sort of spinning around or something?
It wasn't really spinning. It was kind of just focused on them two. And she was spinning everywhere.
She was fighting loads of people. It looked cool. It looked cool.
It still looked good,
but it was just the CGI was just like you could notice it, and it could have easily been a stunt woman, or they could have at least edited it. Maybe the
but
they were
I
rushing
thought like
when they were editing it. I don't know.
even in her, is it a country hometown? What can I call it?
Mascara.
That. I felt like the CGI when they were fighting. I was just like, could they have not like when her mum. That was sick though. When her mum spun off the horse and was just like did her thing, I was like, that's a lot of CGI. Can they just not lifted her up or something?
This was I didn't.
Well, I noticed it. It was just quite. It was quite a lot. Like her face was sort of like jittery, and I was like,
I probably missed that slightly.
maybe it's a bit like amazing.
I thought it was probably real. I don't know what I thought. But yeah, like even the slow motion that we said was great. Like it was good, but I think they did a bit too much of it.
That's
like,
your opinion. I think it was perfect.
So every slow motion bit, like
every single
one, even the one where she was at the end coming into the camera like that.
That's the one I hate.
Like where she looks like she's literally just with a green screen behind her. Like.
I didn't really
flying.
like that.
I was loving it. I was like, oh shit! At the end, she can fly. They showed that she can fly. I was like, yeah, she can fly.
But she looked like she was just still.
Yeah, they didn't need to slow that down. Like, oh shit, she can fly. And then it just did that, and I was like, oh. I was like, no, why are you ruining the flying scene, man?
I thought it was pretty sick.
But yeah, some bits of slow motion was like, you don't really need to slow that down. Like, just keep the fight going. Like, you know, in Captain America, like Captain America and Winter Soldier, like he's just some sick
but
fighting,
you saw that
intense.
towards the end.
You see that, but then they slow it down, and like it kind of stops the fast pace, like the sick shit she's doing.
Towards the end, when she went crazy, you can see how like
she went crazy.
Yeah,
when she had her full power.
Oh yeah, when she did go crazy though.
Exactly.
It was mad. She literally ran through everyone, didn't she?
Right.
That was mad. She had so much power. That was like rage mode. Like I don't know, she went Super Saiyan or something at the end.
No, honestly, it's literally just that's her power.
That is her power.
That is her power. What we've been seeing is like a very, very dialed down.
Another thing with the bad acting, like when she had the electricity and her things, like she was doing all this weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what is she? And then she started smiling. I was like. It's just what are you doing,
it reminded me of some of your like old college films. I feel like that's
almost like fan made acting.
Like,
oh my god!
Old college films.
You just said that acting was fan made acting.
No, but that bit was.
Yeah, that bit was like what? It just felt weird. I don't know if you guys agree. Probably can get loads of dislikes now. She was perfect.
I mean, she was perfect, but don't lie to yourself. Some of the acting was a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. She didn't really. I bet watch her be amazing in Justice League because she's with other people. I feel like maybe she's not. Yeah, she's not probably great at holding her own, like having all the spotlight. I think
I personally think she did really well. It's just. Maybe she's taking it the whole. Maybe because that's a big film. Like think about what she has to do. It's for women. Like it's got a power. It's got empower
she has
children.
a lot of pressure on her.
That's probably why she's trying
more than
so hard.
But it's also having to balance different emotions. And
everything.
Yeah.
Just...
But it was overall though. It was a good film.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely one of probably better than a lot of Marvel films that I've seen.
Yeah, I won't lie.
The only other comment was. Aries.
Oh yeah, Aries. We didn't. Oh, I'm kind of good to remind me. Aries. What the fuck? Like when he first when they did the bait and switch, that was cool. I thought I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. That was cool. And then like he was this like the scrawny English guy. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like he's taking this form of this English dude, like, and he's like doing all this magic and saying, you don't understand that, and all this kind of crap. And then it flashbacked to like when he was like Aries, and I was like, why is it still this guy? Why isn't he showing his true form in this?
What got me is obviously when his body is and he's sitting there and he's holding his wounds and his body is all like flexed and muscly.
It's all like muscly, and he's got that old man English tea guy face.
That's what his body is. And I was looking so hard for CGI.
Come on, man.
If it is his body,
that is
well
not his body.
Well done. Honestly, that's sick. But
you know what's mad? You know what's crazy is that oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Why are you hyping it up so much? You know what's mad?
Oh no,
you know what's crazy?
I remember it now. I remember it. No, you know what's mad is that the guy's actually a really good actor. Like he played Aries so well. Like he actually,
yeah, he did.
He actually,
I liked him as Aries.
He actually was really good as Aries,
right? So,
but he just did not look the part at all.
What did you expect him to look like?
Just a bit more.
I didn't even want him to be human, like have human feet. I just thought he'd just have that, just be a demon inside that suit. Like he didn't even really. I feel like he didn't need to have seen somebody.
He has a great voice, so when he's in that suit, you can just.
He could have kept the voice. Could have still been the actor, but when he could have kept that what's it called? That's his like form of his human form, you know. And then he could have transformed into what he really is, just a demon inside a suit. You know, so I feel like they shouldn't have kept him like that guy. It must have been hard to film as well.
He just doesn't look very godlike.
I'd rather they'd used flipping, who was it, Jorah Mormont's dad, you know, the Lord Commander. I'd rather they used him as Ares. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Lord, you didn't notice him? Lord Commander was in it.
Lord Commander.
The one that kept saying, why is a woman here? Like, the big guy. It was from Game of Thrones. He's Lord Commander Mormont. But yeah, like I would have rather him, because at least he had like a proper, the English guy's voice was good, but he had like the deep voice, he had like a wide face and a square shoulders, he looked broad. Yeah, a bit more like, you know, big, like a threat basically. Not some scrawny guy that looks like, you know, he's going to knock on your door when you're making too much noise. Could you please turn it down? He looks like someone that's going to do that. Like.
But isn't that the kind of beauty of it? The fact that he looks like a skinny
I think maybe that's what they were trying to go for. But then they didn't know, because he's muscly in that. With a little head.
That's when he was young, not younger.
Even if they were going for it's the guy that you don't expect.
It was hard to see him in that role, I suppose, but...
When he was wearing all the armour and everything, he looked sick then, he looked good, you couldn't see his face.
What about the bit when Wonder Woman, like obviously when she has all her power and stuff, and then she's saying all this stuff like, it's love and all this, and she's walking towards him and stuff. I don't know if I was...
I wasn't really feeling
I wasn't really convinced with that bit. Do you know what bit I'm talking about?
I thought it was okay, like it didn't really get me, but I didn't hate it either. It was just there.
A bit cringe for me.
Some bits were cringy at the start as well. Like bits just, I don't know. I don't know. When I was watching it, I just felt this is a bit cringy. Some bits. I think the little Diana girls, like when she was reading the thing and it zoomed into her face, like.
But she was so that.
So that's why.
It looked like she wasn't even looking at it to me. It was like she wasn't even listening. She's like. Yeah, I don't know. The little girl was like. I like the middle-aged Diana. She was cool. We didn't see her too much, but she was cool.
I'm not gonna lie. It's weird because I know you like Gal Gadot and you thought she looked really hot, but I've got a thing for the mum and the sister. I don't know what it is.
Like the bitch ladies.
No, they're not bitch. They're just like
I like the mum.
Like I just find them way more.
They actually seem more tough, like legit toff. Like Gal Gadot seems really feminine. Like maybe that's what threw me off a bit.
She was getting into her power and who she is.
Yeah, she's really. Like, they seem like legit Amazons. There were some proper Amazons in the background. There were some proper Amazons, and then Wonder Woman's like, "Hi guys,
oh my god,
like that."
I mean, compared to them.
Yeah.
But she's still strong, and I'm glad. No, you know what? I'm glad they made her feminine still, like feminine and strong. That's the point, isn't it? Like you don't.
I was so fascinated with that. I don't know. So bad that I'd be fascinated with that, but that was so incredible. The way they were just, you know, shooting the arrows and
I believed it. They were
so
legit.
elegant and so like
sick. I think that we're going to see more of them as well in Justice League.
I hope so.
Because I think I remember seeing it in the trailer that I think you actually see the War of Ares in that. I wonder why though. Is there time for that? I wonder why they need to show you that. Maybe Ares is one of the bad guys. Or maybe they fight Steppenwolf. I think there's a bad guy called Steppenwolf in Justice League. That's the main bad guy. And I think maybe Wonder Woman, like Themyscira people, her people are going to fight him. They fought him in the war before, maybe. Maybe that's what the flashback is. Maybe I can imagine it now, like, they'll say, oh, we're fighting Steppenwolf, and Wonder Woman will be like, Steppenwolf, I've heard that name or something, you know.
Well, I was quite surprised that, you need to talk about this, that they didn't even say Wonder Woman.
I know, I was just thinking that.
I'm glad they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't say the Wonder Woman.
Even if it was in the paper, they was like, the Wonder Woman!
Yeah, like, they could have easily been like, you're Wonder Woman.
That is absolutely disgusting. That's absolutely terrible.
What wonder Woman? This woman is wonderful.
Alright, we get it, man.
They could have done that. I'm so glad they didn't do it.
What did you say? Wonder Woman. Oh, I don't know. It's so crazy.
Brings back Wonder Woman. I like that. Wonder Woman. They're probably going to do that in Justice League. Watch. Oh God, let's just leave it as that. Just do it in a newspaper headline.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman saves the day. I'm surprised they didn't have that. Wonder Woman said that would have been cool.
Maybe Jameson can be in there. Is that his name?
Jameson. Wonder Woman.
What does it sound like? Weird.
Wonder Woman. I'm so smart.
Always have to bring Marvel into it, don't you?
Don't set the commenters off, man. Why are you talking about Marvel? That's literally
Best DC film.
Best DC
the amount of chills I've got.
Yeah,
some serious chill. I loved it. I was like, when is she gonna fight? Hurry up, fight! And she finally took that shit off and just like climbing up. That was the best bit when she was
just like going
with the shield. I loved that.
I love that in the trailer as well.
Yeah.
And I think, even though we're talking about how bad she was at emotional stuff, but when she was walking through and she was actually seeing the wall for what it was.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
good
that was really good though.
And
she really wanted to fucking help everyone. She was like, he's injured.
Is it very convincing?
She's very convincing. And then you hear the people in the background like, you can't save them. You've got to go. You've got to keep going forward. And she's just like, I can't do this. I need to just fight.
Before we wrap this up, what do we think of Steve Trevor? Like Chris Pine?
I feel like he didn't do no acting. I think he just like, alright, you're in the film, I'm in the film, let me just go.
Just being himself.
Let me just be himself.
Yeah.
Which sometimes was okay.
He was right, it was in there a lot, wasn't he? I don't think he'll be in it so much.
For some reason, I didn't feel like he was going to die. I felt like he's probably just going to jump out.
Even though he was looking at that, and I felt even Wonder Woman trapped it out. I was like, I'm going to help you get
I like that he died. Really, that was good that he died.
Realistic, I mean.
It made it better. I was not expecting him to die. There was quite, and the trailers did really well to hide some of the twists. They didn't show Ares at all. They didn't even show like it had a lot of twists. I think they definitely heard people moan about showing Doomsday in the Batman v Superman trailer. People were so pissed at that.
Why?
Because it's like giving it away. They don't want to see Doomsday. Just like we didn't need to see Ares, but we wait for the film. I'm glad the trailers were good for that.
They did well this film. Well done to
Patty Jenkins in DC.
She hasn't done any films, has she? Or what she done?
So she was meant to do For the Dark World, but Marvel and her had different differences, and they didn't. She ended up doing.
Marvel kind of fucked up, didn't they?
No, I don't know. Well, she said she wanted to do like a Romeo and Juliet story with Thor and Jane. I don't know how that would have worked, but she did good.
Maybe she would have made Jane better.
She could have. Possibly.
Yeah.
But like I said, I hate like girlfriends like Jane Foster and Pepper Potts always being in the fight at the end and getting the final blow on the bad guy. And just as much, I don't like Steve Trevor was in there too much, man, getting in the way in that, man.
No, he was alright. I liked him.
Yeah, but I guess because he can actually fight. Like, he's a fighter.
I felt like he just because he had a lot of things.
But he just kept like saying, no, you can't do that, no.
What's how really strange?
Normally be though.
I guess that's her.
Yeah, but how strange? Like she done all that. In the, to help those villagers, and then the next scene, he's like, "No, you need to stay here. It's dangerous."
But then he did want to do like an undercover thing.
I know, I understand, but it's just funny that he's saying that to someone that she just
and she did kind of fuck it up as well. She came in and he was like,
no, because if he didn't stop her, if he didn't stop her, she would have killed him, and then that bomb would have hit that village. They were just dancing a minute ago, like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she said.
Yeah,
I wonder what would have happened if she didn't come in and he didn't get distracted. Do you think that girl liked him, the mask lady?
Yeah,
she did.
She would have done something.
She liked him. She was like getting like, oh damn, he's got game.
I don't know if she sound like that.
That's what she's thinking. Well, I was like, he's dropping some mad. He was dropping some mad game on her,
No,
man.
but that
I was
actress
like,
was really good though. I liked
she's
her,
pretty
especially
good.
at the end. She was just like.
I thought she was a bit weird at first, but then I grew to like her.
I knew I'd like her after.
At first, it was like I loved her in a trailer. I remember seeing her.
What about that coat that guy was sniffing? His little coat.
It's weird shit.
It was like,
some
that
weird
stuff
shit
was
going
weird,
on.
man.
We thought Ares was going to be like a metaphor for war, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't actually going to be the real Ares, but they didn't
They
do
did.
that like Iron Man 3 and Mandarin. God, thank God they didn't do that. That would be annoying. But anyway, let's wrap this up now. We've been talking too much. This video's going on too long.
You can cut it, it's fine. Cut it.
Yeah,
Cut it.
I don't know what I can cut, but that's our review of Wonder Woman. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, subscribe, and I'll see you again. Peace. Peace.